And we live. Kickbackers was good. We know y'all when y'all waiting.
Oh yeah, excuse me.
And see, none of y'all
I thought
see.
it was more silent.
None of y'all said nothing to me about plugging up.
I
See, y'all, see. None of y'all said
Well,
nothing about
okay,
me.
then plug it in.
That'd have been terrible, Jimmy.
Oh, your battery was weak.
No, it wasn't gonna last the whole show.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that's no good.
It's public, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
looks good.
Indeed.
And Lex, are you gonna stay exactly there?
you gotta tell me what to do. I don't know.
I mean, well, I didn't say no.
Oh,
I just asked, a question because there's a little room there and I could broaden the shot. But if you think
I
you
could
want to
maybe.
move,
I might move like right here.
all right, that's perfect. But you don't have any more room. And neither do you, Jimmy.
Okay, that's bad. I'll move inward a little bit and give myself more room. That's fine.
Kickbackers, I am logged into FB on the damn tablet. Excuse me, man.
Yeah, we're getting more efficient at this.
Look at you.
Hey.
I thought I'd go away for 2 weeks and look what happens.
Come on, man. We all
Y'all recognize her?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nell's back.
Mel is back.
I know y'all
That's
miss
real.
me.
I talked about you every show.
It's a bold-faced lie.
In a good way. I brought you up every show, is what I'm saying. It was in a good way.
That is true.
Yeah,
I
I did hear
saw
my
that
name
you
mentioned.
I saw that you won't.
Yeah.
See,
And appreciation.
see.
I'm sure there was.
Wow.
But it was
Wow.
a playful way, you know. Just having fun, you know.
Actually, I
Don't-
probably threw more shade than.
Well, damn.
See?
I guess everyone was.
I'm being
I wasn't throwing
honest.
shade,
See,
man.
I'm being
I
honest.
missed you.
No, I'm being honest. You know, I don't.
Why the shade, JB?
It's just fun. You know, it's always kind of.
Damn.
You get this guilty pleasure in talking about people who can't defend themselves.
So it sounds like Flex.
Oh.
There's the segue, layup, and the flush,
We do that.
and the flush. Yes, indeed.
Oh man.
So of course, we're in the audience build. We have a brand new mic device plugged in this week. So let us know if you have any trouble with the sound.
Yeah.
What one of y'all play it for me?
Oh, the sound was good. I heard
Yeah, I
it
heard it
earlier.
earlier.
I saw
Oh man,
that.
what's
I saw that.
happening?
But
I don't know what's
it
happening.
didn't seem like to get
Oh, we'll address it later.
share now.
You get all silent and
Oh my god, I didn't have nothing else to say.
Me neither.
I was just like, okay.
I felt like that was one of them shut the hell up moments. So I shut it the hell up.
Good job.
Okay, let's see here. What have I missed? Part of me feels like I actually joined all of these groups, but part of me also doesn't remember a few of them.
Yeah, and no posting the show in the freak group or the depression group.
Nope.
Wait. What?
Okay. That's
I'm just saying.
No, that's cool. I wasn't ready, but okay.
Boy.
I'm in a lot of groups. I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
What's up, y'all? We're building the audience.
All right.
If you can't tell, I'll tell you now, I have a two situation going on. So if I'm a little quieter, we'll see how it works out. If it becomes a problem, I'll be quiet. We got mail back. So
You'll be quiet? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, maybe I'll piss him off and he'll get to yelling and screaming and that joint will just pop out. Now that would be quality TV.
That's hell yeah.
Like when in these playoffs.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, what's the name? Isaiah Thomas. His tooth popped out in game 1 of this series. Actually.
messing with them Wizards. That's what's gonna happen. We really should be winning this series. We should be up 3-0 now, going for the sweep. Just just for that.
We gotta learn to stomp on their necks.
Yeah, fact.
Roy said you sound like Kanye.
To the world, to the world. To the world. Now,
What was that?
that's the
I know
song.
That was not good.
That was not.
That was not. I know what. Yeah, like I meant what
Do
was
you know?
that?
Because how old were you when the song came out? Do you know? When the song
I was a teenager.
Oh Lord,
Thank
here we
you.
go.
I was a teenager when Kanye
You was
came
like
out.
teenage months.
Teenage boy. What are
You
you
was
talking
like 17 months, 18 months or something.
about?
Lord, here we go.
I'm just trying to figure it
No,
out.
that made sense.
That was an interesting
That makes
metaphor. It took me a second on that one.
Thank you.
But I got it.
JB,
Though. I got it.
gets
Though. You went to the bottom of the ocean on that
That's
one.
what
I got it.
my man.
Oh, for those of you young folk, that's a boomerang reference.
Yeah. Because I know one person that didn't get it.
She didn't even hear what I said.
What?
No, like I said.
I didn't.
I was throwing shade like shit.
I didn't. You
I
said
was-
boomerang?
Yeah, I was fucking with you. I said for those of us who are a little younger, it was a boomerang reference. You didn't catch it though.
She doesn't get the reference or the joke. The joke is too old for her.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Because when you say boomerang, I think of the channel Boomerang.
Oh God.
You've never seen the movie Boomerang?
Oh God.
No.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
No, I haven't seen the movie Boomerang. What is that all about?
Whoa.
With Eddie Murphy?
Oh, it's got, yeah.
With
Halle
Eddie Murphy.
Berry and Robin Givens.
What was it
David
about?
Allen Greer.
Yeah.
It's
And Martin Lawrence.
Sean
Yeah,
Shay.
it's an important part of your black
Vodka.
cultural growth. to see
Monica
that
style.
movie. Yeah, you
Did
gotta
you not
see that
know
movie.
that that's Lady Eloise? That is a rumor.
Lady Eloise is scary.
That was Eartha Kitt. The
No,
black
I'm thinking
cat
of Sean Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Sean Jay.
Eartha
Grace
Kitt,
Oh,
Jones.
that's Grace
Grace
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, but Eartha Kitt was a cougar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Eartha Kitt
Are we
been a
talking about
cougar
Miley
for like
Cyrus? I
40
did not see
years
anything about
though.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, we need to be talking.
We do need to talk about that.
Matter of fact, we'll talk about
That
Miley Cyrus while we're letting the audience build.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened with Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is a Bama, as y'all would say. She's a Bama. I do not. Okay, so basically, she decided. I'm going to try to present this in a more not so not so judgmental way. Miley Cyrus decided to critique rap as being a bad genre of music that is too misogynistic and that she can't be a participant in the culture because it's so misogynistic and disgusting what they say in these rap songs.
Didn't she release a rap song?
Yeah.
She
wore
wore
the
blackness, and then when she realized that
Yes.
people weren't messing with it, she shed the blackness, and now she's back to looking like a little country singer,
she on her
good
Hannah
pure
Montana
white
shit
girl.
again.
Yeah, she's back on Hannah Montana.
The bad part is, I was just listening to that song she had with Mike Will Made It, Juicy J.
Yeah.
Jordan.
That's all.
Yo, I can work out to that shit. Like, it's on my workout playlist. So fuck you, Miley Cyrus.
That's-
Like,
How about that? Yes.
And you officially lost your title that I gave you 4 years ago. You are no longer the white twerk goddess.
Why would you call her that? Time out, sir.
Wait.
That is whoa. That's no.
Whoa,
She cannot twerk
we're
at
not,
all.
We're not discussing what I call her. We're talking about the evil things she did.
Yeah.
This ain't about me. Don't make it about
oh
me.
Lord. Okay.
You just okay.
You know what? Screw Miley Cyrus. We need to get the show started.
Yeah.
It's
7:07.
It's 7:07.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say
You said
5:07.
507.
Jesus, where the hell am I?
What up, kickbackers? Let me know you there. What's going on in this universe right now?
Hey, who's watching?
Hey, y'all.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, say hey.
What's up?
Yeah, share the video.
Share the page.
Share the
Comment,
love.
say hi.
Share everything.
Share the
How
love.
did y'all's week go?
Yeah.
Did you have a good week?
Did
you
you
do
miss
anything?
me?
Did you eat anything delicious? Yeah. Are you glad Mel is back? I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Thank you, Lou.
Nice and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The
Hello,
show is back to
I
being
ain't nobody
complete
to spit
again.
at. Spit on.
Oh
They
yeah.
kept ducking.
I did not understand what you went through. I did not understand because I was like, oh my god, because I was right there.
Yeah, it was
It-
a
like, it
lot.
was-
It was a lot.
On my arm.
But I can't do it now
Hey,
because my
Sean.
children.
Yeah,
What's up?
good.
Cause my tooth, so I probably be like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, she's back, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
I can't really do it. All right, we can get started with the show. I'm gonna try to do the Righteous Ratchet the way I normally do it, but with my tooth. Sorry for the difficulties. I'm not sure if I can. So you might get a pass this week. But we are KickbackTV, live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution
will be televised.
I'm the mayor, the writer, the rapper, the revolutionary, the broken tooth in the mouth. The righteous.
Oh, it's not even.
You can't even do it the same way.
Nope.
Righteous.
It's so weak this week.
I can't do it. It's the tooth.
I'm just. Mel had a shield up because she didn't want any foreign objects.
She was ready. She was prepared.
What's up, y'all?
It's your girl.
Melanie Dion, a.k.a. So Mellow, a.k.a. the Militant Mrs., a.k.a. guess who's on fucking Snapchat now?
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot.
Find me at that girl Mellow, D-A-T girl, M-E-L-O. So, come holler at me.
Snap.
Feels good to be back.
On the snap. On the
That's
snap.
you gotta snap something during the show, just some random something.
Maybe I should. I guess. I barely know how to use it. Like, I get
It's
lost
so
on Snapchat.
crazy.
I feel like an old lady.
Yeah.
Lord.
Even I don't really. I'm not good at Snapchat. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, how do I get the filter?
They convinced me during rep training to download it. And shout out to everybody I met during rep training. Shout out to Emily, Jason, Shady Chase. Shout out to it's an inside joke. Yeah. Shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to everybody that I met that I loved. Y'all were cool. Shout out to Jake from State Farm. Shout out to Tony. So shout out.
Just
Them
list
real
it.
Had to
Drop
throw
it.
that out.
Drop.
Sorry.
What's up, y'all?
Drop them.
JB Frank. I'm that nerd with attitude, representing Gangsta Geeks. I said it correctly this time. I've been fucking up the last 2 weeks.
You did.
Yeah,
You
I
did.
have
You
been.
did.
Well, I've been inebriated. Come on, man.
Maybe it was the absence of my presence.
Oh,
Look at that. Whoa.
Many times it was off. But happy Sunday, y'all. Glad to be here again. Let's get it, man.
Alright.
Well, let's get into it.
Wait.
Oh my God! You're
so
right.
rude.
That was horrible.
How dare you?
Horrible.
How dare you?
That was
Oh
bad.
my
I'm
God.
so sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
That hurt right here.
Yeah,
But
I know.
It's okay. I'm
Now you know
Pandora
how I
Alexis,
feel every
y'all.
week,
Oh,
though.
that is true. Yeah, you know what? That's that's not nice, y'all. I understand. It's not. You know what? No, you guys can't do that anymore to JB. That's a horrible way to feel. Because they be talking over him. Anyway, y'all, I'm Pandora Alexis, aka Curls I Do Adore on IG. I'm on Snapchat, but I don't know my Snapchat name. I'm sorry, I don't use it all that much. But I am the learned hippie otaku. Hope y'all had a good week.
Rokusaki. High five. High five. High five.
Oh Lord.
I hope you let this go one day. Like I really hope. You let that go.
On your cell phone, when the hands are like this, people thought they were praying hands. When you see the sparks, the lines that fly out the fingers, it's really a high five. When you see this on the cell phone, that's a symbol for high five. They think this is high five.
When you type high five into it, it predicts the little hand like this. If you type pray into it, it's this. No. You're just changing the definition.
Who you ever seen pray?
It's because of the Holy Ghost.
I got a real question.
It's the Holy Ghost.
Have you ever
it's
seen,
the Holy Ghost. It comes off your fingers.
You're out yelling me.
The God, Jesus comes off of your fingers.
Conversation because I can't speak because of my tooth. I can't get mad.
I know. This is very enjoyable. Okay, look.
This is high five.
Okay. Alternative facts. Hashtag alternative.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, speaking of high five, let's high five LeVar Ball shoes.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Can we low five?
Somewhere in here.
Can we give him a low five?
712.
Yeah. I miss you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree with the high five on this one because it was weird. It's just a bad decision, you know.
What do you feel about it as a bad decision?
I feel like it's a bad economic and a bad business decision because given the market that you're going to target with those kind of shoes, it's just going to be hard to even really make money selling shoes for $400 or $500 a pop. I mean, people pay a lot for sneakers, but you're not going to see enough distribution with people buying them as collector's items. And he just doesn't have the name, the broad name out there.
Not yet.
Get those.
Who's to say that his son's not going to come into basketball and be great? Like, how do you know that all three might not, you know, evolve into being these great basketball players and this brand evolves? I'm not, okay. I do disagree with the way he's kind of just been like approaching the whole marketing strategy, but I can't get mad at him for it because he's doing something totally different. Like, he does have ownership to his own brand. Like, Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, they all paying, they all got to split that money that they make off of these shoes with whatever brand that they're signed with. Well, you know what I'm saying? So he takes ownership in that. I mean, and people do pay $1,200 for shoes.
They don't pay $1,200 for his shoes, though, and they're not.
Well, they're not paying $1,200.
Well,
for
okay,
his
and
shoes.
you brought up a good example with Jordan, right? Because Jordan did create his own shoe, his own brand, Jordans, but it was after his Nike deal. The thing about starting a business is you have to have an established market. You can't buy in and expect to create your customers for you after you've already incurred the fixed costs. That is bad business.
But technically, that's not what he did because the shoes come out in November. You can pre-order now, and there's no refunds. So he's getting the total pre-order now. So he'll have, let's say he doesn't. Shoes take 6 months to make. So let's say he gets by the end of this month he sells 1,000 shoes. That's $500,000. He spends that money, quarter of that to make the shoes, and he in business. He is now a shoe company, but he didn't need any startup capital.
I understand what you're saying. However, there's no way in the world you get a shoe manufactured and ready by November without incurring a capital cost. Now, that is my point.
But that's why he's getting the pre-orders right now. Yeah, he's doing the pre-orders, and they pay him now.
Hold on, Jimmy. He's not ordering the shoes until he gets to a certain amount of money. So he just has the money. He's not spending any money until he decides to get that first shipment, whether it's 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 80,000. So he's going to wait and collect all the money, and once he's got his right amount of money, then he's going to place the order for the shoes to be created.
I dig all of that, and I understand all of that. That makes a little more sense. However, it costs money to design and develop a shoe. It costs money to develop the manufacturing protocol for a shoe. It costs money to ramp up the factory.
In that category, he's still winning.
How so? Because he had to spend. Where did that money come from?
Well, let's do it this way. Let's say he spent it all out of his pocket. It's going to pay off because he's selling shoes. You know what I'm saying? He already sold
a lot of shoes.
No, he doesn't. He has to sell 1,000 to get $500,000, and he ain't spent that much money in the development of his shoes.
Didn't he spend? Didn't they pre-sell
he ain't losing
5,000 already or something like that?
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah,
he spent how much?
5,000.
There's already 5,000 pre-sold.
So he's already
so far. And that was like a couple of days ago.
So that's $250,000 he already made.
And every time he goes on TV, people go buy more shoes.
He didn't buy a factory. He had somebody else mass producing.
Oh, I know about all of that. We'll have to see how the numbers work out.
But, that's the only credit I give him is what you're kind of trying to take away. That's the only positive I really see. He's black with his own business. I think that the rate he's charging is too much. It kind of makes sense if people only order 10 shoes, it's probably going to cost them $200 to make each shoe. If they order 100, then it probably costs less. They order 1,000, 20,000, then his cost goes down. Right now, he's covering all his bases. The way that he comes out looking like a G to me is if once he orders the initial shipment, he says that was the initial shipment. Keep it a buck. I need the money. Now I don't. So all my kids in the inner city, these shoes are now $150. They're all $200. But to get it started as a black man-owned shoe, I had to do it this way.
That's what you're hoping for?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm hoping happens,
what I would be
because if
hoping
that happens, then I get to embrace the fact that he's a black man, started his own business, doing shit for his kids, and a little too eccentric for my taste. But you know, I would be able to embrace him totally. Like, my nigga, like, you did it. If he's just trying to make money and be, because the thing he said about if you're not a big baller, then you can afford these shoes.
Yeah.
I don't like that, because I don't like him.
That's why I think that he's not gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna do it. That's why, because the way he speaks, like the way he carries himself, is he sees himself as big shit, and he sees his kids as big shit, and like I just don't feel like I don't like the guy, honestly. I understand the whole like I gotta cover my bases on the cost of the shoe. I don't know how many I'm gonna get ordered, but like I just don't understand because they haven't done anything, in my opinion, to deserve a shoe deal. Like, and JB was talking about like he wanted the biggest deal of like all time with like the shoe companies per son, right?
Nike,
He wanted like
Adidas,
$1 billion.
Yeah.
He wanted $1 billion.
That's
Nike,
crazy.
Adidas or Under Armour. He said, if I don't get it, I'll do it myself.
And that's what he's doing. He didn't get it, so he's going out and getting it for himself, and I ain't mad.
Do you think he's gonna keep the shoe cost the same like in the future, or does it matter to you?
I would hope that he would drop it. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I can't speak on that. But my heart is hoping that he drops it.
I'm there with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to go with my gut and disagree with the panel and apparently the Facebook live users, because people are saying the numbers seem solid. That's what Sam. I think that was Sam that pointed that out earlier. Shout out to Jasmine also.
Hey,
joined.
Jazz.
What
and
up,
Sean.
man?
Hey, Cat.
Just moved to
Hey,
Atlanta.
Cat.
Hey.
Oh.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Oh my
don't,
gosh.
I don't
There's so
think
many
the numbers are
people
gonna
moving
pan out, but we'll have to
The
check on it
streets.
later.
Everybody
But
check
welcome.
later. Yo,
You said
speaking
everybody
of
from
folk
DC?
making
You
big
never meet
moves,
anybody from
y'all.
Atlanta.
Moving on to the next story.
It's
This,
You did.
yeah, I really did.
We were talking
yeah.
about people, but for real, y'all, the streets.
Yeah.
The streets. Oh, sorry, the streets, man, the streets.
Did we
I'm so
talk
tired
about
of
Bravo
potholes.
Road?
No, we didn't. Oh, I don't know if y'all did.
No,
That happened
around
during the
on
week when I
our
was
street,
on.
the street we do the show on, a water main broke and it just
It was
flooded.
terrible. As
Traffic.
if we don't have enough issues in Atlanta.
No bull. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get home on average from work. It took me an hour and a half.
Damn.
You hear me?
Wow.
10 to 15 minutes if it's traffic. It took me an hour and a half.
I couldn't recognize where it was on Roswell
It's
Road.
right going into the parking lot to get the dry cleaners and the Pizza Hut and Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
Right going to
Northbridge
right
Road.
on- well, it was still technically Roswell.
Oh,
It wasn't
but
on
it
the Northridge
was
side.
near the corner though.
Yeah, but it was
Okay.
still Roswell.
Right. Okay.
So really more between that shopping center and that apartment complex. Right there. Because Landrea lives in that complex.
Yeah.
Another guy I know, they couldn't get into their
Damn.
complex.
Wow.
They actually had to park at Kroger and walk
And walked.
Damn.
Wow, that's horrible.
through
Oh, man.
the flood. Like not just walk through the flood.
Wow.
Through the flood?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right
That's
down
nasty.
to the wire.
That's nasty.
Even through the flood.
That's nasty.
I thought that too.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Begrudgingly high fives.
Yeah.
No,
Begrudgingly.
let's do it the right way. High five.
No.
Oh my god.
How
And
about-
then he immediately defaults to the wrong thing. Like, what?
Cut her mic off, JD. Cut her mic
Thank
off.
goodness
yeah.
there's no mic
All
shot.
right.
Here's a mic.
Anyway, the next topic.
So
What the fuck story of the day?
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Jesus.
this white lady has been getting steady injections of melanin.
Yeah,
You
like-
let her tell it. It's melatonin.
Yeah, melatonin. Yeah.
Bitch,
Melatonin.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to
basically.
sleep, ho. For
Melatonin.
real.
So silly. Yeah, she's been constantly like, and then she
darkening
tans.
herself
Yeah.
and tanning like very very heavily to try and make herself like ebony black, like dark black. She calls herself transracial.
She says that she's a black woman. That's what she
thinks
says.
it's her hair,
And she
everything
used
is
to have
dark
blonde hair, and she has these huge implants, like these huge implants, and like she
Big ass
huge, like
Big ass titties.
like
Big ass
huge, way too
The
much.
titties is
Calm
crazy.
down.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't know that was excitement over there. Okay, so and then she decided she was gonna get a wig of little African curls. because that's what she called it.
Yes.
Little African curls, and put it on, and now she's just like this. It's disgusting, y'all. I'm sorry.
She looks kind of like a monster.
It
weird.
kind of. She looks like an alien. I'm sorry. Like, she looks horrible.
The fuck terrible.
And like the fact that she said she's
aliens.
black now.
Don't disrespect my grown girl with saying she look like
Alien Bay?
Don't disrespect
Alien
Bay.
Bay.
Don't do Alien Bay that way by saying she look like her.
Alien Bay.
It's just
That's a
weird.
good name.
It's a weird concept. You know, when good ideas go bad, like this is just all bad.
Wow. Yeah. Alien Bay. I'm gonna tell you the subject. We ain't got to stay on this, but I just had a quick thought. One, Guardians of the Galaxy came out. That's what Alien Bay was in. Two, we had the best picture of Saturn that we've ever had.
Oh, that was
This
beautiful.
past
pretty
It was
dope.
beautiful.
When I looked at the ring around Saturn, I saw Alien Bay sitting there, right? And she was sitting there. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what her outfit was because I don't know the designers they have on Saturn. I don't know the designers' names. But she was like sitting there and she was looking at me. She looked at me like this. And you know what girl looking
What
at
is
it?
that?
What
was that look?
That's how
Ooh.
girls look at it. That little like, you know, you like.
Boy,
you
bye.
What is
you know.
that? Oh,
Boy,
don't do that.
Boy, bye.
Fellas know what I'm
Not
talking
with
about.
you.
Y'all been seeing the girl making that face.
Oh,
That's how
Lord.
Alien Bay was on Saturn.
N-word.
In between the ring around Saturn, she was sitting. And
She can't be sitting. Okay. That's
she was
not-
in her house. Her house is there.
That's not weird. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Hold on. Have you ever been to Saturn? Have you ever been to Saturn?
No,
Yes
but
or
there's
no?
ways to
Oh,
measure. There's
wait,
ways to
time out,
measure
time
what
out,
things
time out, time out.
are. Okay.
A simple
All right.
question.
No.
Simple
Okay.
question.
No, I
you
have
ever
not
been
been to
Saturn?
Saturn.
All right,
So
thank
no.
you.
Okay.
Okay, so
No,
Jimmy,
okay.
let's get back to the show.
Go ahead.
So speaking of weird and alien
That's cool.
conversations,
Oh
you know, Boston has gotten, you know, been under some controversy lately because of the way their fans reacted to Adam Jones, the ball player from Baltimore. You know, in a subsequent game, the Red Sox fans gave Adam Jones a standing ovation as a symbol, a message to say, Boston is not this. We're behind you. What this dude did is an anomaly. And speaking as a former resident in Boston,
How long you there, Jimmy?
okay, well,
How long were you in Boston?
so 13 years.
So you were there. Like this ain't. I'm trying to paint a picture for them. You
Right.
weren't there for a year or
No,
two.
no,
you
not
were
at
a
all.
Boston resident.
13 years in Boston, yeah. All through college, after college.
What college you go to, JB?
Tell
Harvard.
them. Yeah.
My big brother smarter than yours.
So I spent a lot of time in Boston in my formative years. I was around all aspects of the town. I went to Red Sox games, Celtics games, Bruins games, minor league baseball games. I lived Boston. Racism is real in Boston. I can't deny that. But what we have to say about Boston is the same thing that we say about New York, right? Boston is an ethnic town with ethnic pockets in it. So, yeah, the South Side Bostoners, the Irish Southies, the ones who happen to buy a lot of season tickets to a lot of games, are pretty fucking racist. Like, I don't go to Southie without an escort, like somebody I know from there. That's real. But that's not all of Boston, you know, and I think that's the message that the fans wanted to send to Adam Jones.
Okay. I mean, I know that like all around the world, people use racial slurs against, you know, ethnic players. So I don't think it belongs in sports, and it's sad. But I mean, racism is alive. As much as people would like to say that it's not and that it doesn't exist anymore, it's definitely something that's very ingrained in the culture. But I'm glad that they gave him a standing ovation. Like that really meant something, I'm sure, to him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And looking at, it's sad, always sad when we have to be reduced to racial epithets. When you have to, when you take a look at what we do when it comes to our influence on pop culture and American culture and fashion and industry and politics, and you turn around and say a word like that, you really should be saying, thank you, man. Thank you. That's what you. That's from the movie.
I remember.
What movie is that?
I can't
It's not
remember.
Get Shorty, it's part 2. No, it's part 2, Get Shorty?
I don't remember, but I remember the line. I remember
It's to get shorty, whatever the part 2 is called. But I always be saying, you should see, thank you, man. I dabbed that. I said, what?
Nothing.
Oh, and yeah, that's what you should be saying. I thought the story was cool, Jeremy. Cool in the fact that they gave him the round of applause the second time around. But I think that we need to do something about these fans because you just going to the games and screaming, fuck you, nigga, like, or nigger, like, that's not cool. I don't know if it's up with the black people in Boston, which is the minorities.
It is a minority.
I don't want to get them jumped in the game, but I'm gonna need some of my white brothers and sisters to be like, hold up, did he say nigga? Who the fuck is you calling nigga? Like, I need Sam to be in some of these games and putting hands on people. And he a Boston fan anyway. And the Celtics losing to the Wizards, just want to throw that out there. I know Boston team losing. They better not call them Wizards no niggas because you already know Kelly Oubre will run up on you and throw you to the ground. But I'm moving on.
No, I hadn't commented on story.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was moving on from me to you.
Okay.
Wait, wrap it up. Good job.
Right. Like that was nice.
Good job.
That was
Well
nice.
done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I would say when this whole story came about, I wasn't surprised at the city that it was mentioned in because, from my understanding, Boston has the reputation of being like one of the more racist northern cities, and people like to pretend like racism only exists in the South, and the truth is it doesn't. But the South is just probably a little bit more honest about it.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
You know, I wasn't surprised about it. I was
Yeah.
disappointed. I was pleased to hear them give that standing ovation, but racism is definitely something that we need to work as a people. We all need to have that conversation about our differences and why racism is ass cheeks.
That's the problem. People
Well,
don't talk
and
about
let's
it.
give
We
a
don't
shout
talk
out.
about it.
Like, well, no, but racism sucks, and
We don't talk about it.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
no,
People are too scared to talk
they
about
really
it.
are.
It happened.
And we
It
need to have
happened.
that conversation.
It
We
happened.
need to have those
It
conversations.
happened.
very
for
real.
us to move
Let's
forward.
let's give a shout out to the Red Sox though for their response because
Yeah.
they
that's
like
true. Yeah.
immediately when it went down
Yeah.
they were like hell
No,
Yeah.
fuck
we-
no
yeah,
like
we are
this is not what
This
we
is
about.
not what we are.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Not
not what we're
playing.
here for. Yeah.
Like yeah, I mean
Yeah,
you know
they
you got
immediately said
Red
something.
Sox officials like we're gonna try and seek out
Right.
criminal charges for this kind of behavior. They do not want
Right.
that to be a
Because somebody
representation.
threw like a bag of peanuts or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that too,
bag of
right? Like
peanuts.
they were
throwing peanuts
they
at
were
him.
doing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know they do, and
And I don't know how that's racist, but I got just throwing peanuts feel racist. I think it was racist. Racist peanuts.
Race.
Cause like, why you big
I'm sorry.
peanuts? It's
Racist peanuts.
It's a baseball game.
It's
and they have
something
peanuts.
about
Yeah,
peanuts.
it's just peanuts though.
Yeah,
But
it was
take me
racist.
out to the ball game.
Take me up the
Yeah,
crowd.
buy
Buy
me
me some peanuts and
No,
Cracker Jack.
no.
He ain't
it's
throw
hap-
Cracker Jack. How you know why he ain't throw Cracker Jack? Cause it's cracker. That's why he ain't throw Cracker Jacks.
Okay,
He don't do
moving on.
peanuts.
So, gas?
You with me?
Gas and water.
yeah, let's move on to that grind and shine
Okay,
award.
no,
And this is a big one.
Wow.
You know, this is why these black athletes who stand up like this, like Adam Jones did, should be venerated. I mean, real men doing real things, and that's what Brandon Roy, the Portland Trailblazers, did. He gets the Gas Award this week because he jumped in front of bullets for some kids. like apparently there was a gang shooting going on. He heard the gunfire, stepped in front of the kids to protect the babies, and was shot. Like took some bullets for him. That's
He's
hero
okay,
work,
though.
y'all.
He's okay.
That's hero work, y'all.
Yeah. We have a black superhero movie that came out last week called Slight, is how they pronounce it. But we also got one right here. This is a comic book situation right here. Shout out to Brandon Roy, former player for the Portland Trailblazers, who career was cut short at age 32 due to injuries. But we see his character, you know what I'm saying? We see he's a real live black superhero to me. And I appreciate him. Because me and JB always talk about like it's time for black men to step up whenever the sisters missing or kids being killed. We always be like, what should we do? We supposed to be out here killing cops. So how do we protect our community?
We don't need to be doing that.
I'm just,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
yeah.
I was like,
I'm just saying we don't need to be doing that.
But I take it. We both take it very serious when it comes to defending our community, and we mean our brothers as well. But more specifically, I guess, more immediately is our women and our children. So I respect Brandon Roy for jumping in front of the bullets, man. I mean, you never know what you got to do until you put in that situation. but we know what he had the heart to do. You know what I'm saying? I could say I'm gonna do it, and then the guns come out, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? We know for a fact what he did. So this salute to that brother, Brandon Roy.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate him. Like that takes real bravery, first of all, real bravery to jump in front of like anything when there are shooting going on.
Shots fired.
Yeah, like wow. And yeah, I applaud him for protecting the babies. They're our future.
Yeah,
They're
I mean, his
important.
first instinct was to step in front of the children when he heard the gunshots. Like that. That's what a man is supposed to do. You know?
Clap it
That's
up
real.
for them, real men.
Hell yeah.
So clap it up for him. Yeah.
What else we got on the docket?
Well, let's get that
Oh,
question.
that's a lot. That was so okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was a lot. It just was,
Let's move on to that question of the week, y'all. Get that out there so that our viewers can tune in, chime in, and pipe up and tell us how they feel. Was Funk Master Flex wrong for saying? Well, let me frame it a little differently. Why or how was he wrong?
Yeah.
In dissing
And if you're watching, this is our fans, question of the day. So we want your response. I'll even ask you guys, this: was he wrong? Is there anybody who feels like he wasn't wrong? That he should have said that. He should have spoken out. So we're talking about Funk Master Flex and his run against Tupac, the late great Tupac, who's been dead for 20 years. And Flex decided to go on this rant about.
wow.
I can't believe it's been that long.
He died in
September 13th,
96. So that's 22 years. 21 years.
It'll be 21.
I thought it was 2018 because I saw him lose weight in 2018, but then I can lose weight now. It's like girls watching like, man, he is losing weight. So I just thought it was another year, my bad. So
yeah. So we'll give you our thoughts on that because
Anyway,
they're significant. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow, guys.
Exactly.
That came like left field. Like it just all of a sudden was just there. I just just.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, like I'm
Just being
good.
a weirdo over here, man. Like
it's the antibiotics on my tooth.
you don't have any antibiotics on your
I am
teeth.
taking antibiotics.
Okay, so let's move on. Speaking of gunshots and tragedies, y'all. This one is huge. Another fan story. This is the Jordan Edwards killing, right?
Yeah.
This young man. Somebody else break it down because I'm gonna start cussing. Like if I start talking about it again.
So, Brandon Roy. I'm sorry, not Brandon Roy. Jordan Edwards. I'm sorry. He was leaving a party because he heard gunshots at the party Saturday night with his older brother who was 16. The young man was 15 years old. He was leaving the party. They got in the car, and he was shot through the passenger side window in his head and passed. And I'm upset about this because the police had the nerve to say that he and his brother were aggressively reversing down the street. And that doesn't make sense to me, y'all. I'm sorry, but like it doesn't make sense to me. And yeah, I really, honestly, I haven't been. Usually, I'm really into these stories and everything, but like this, like really super, like connecting myself into it. But honestly, this one, like I really haven't been able to make that connection right now because like it's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like it's just the thing about it, he's a teenager. He was a baby.
I mean, look at this kid.
He was a kid. He was a baby.
Look at this boy. Like, look at this little boy.
Yeah, I can't.
In what way could a boy who looks like that be threatening to a police officer where he thinks I need to bust off with my shotgun
with a rifle?
Oh no, you're right, a rifle.
Yeah, with a
but
rifle.
We're talking about a high,
like a rifle,
a two-handed weapon. our little boys to just get executed in the street. I mean, they're not even bringing like regular standard police officer weapons to the table here. They're bringing rifles, execution style weapons here.
They're militarizing the police, like
Yeah.
constantly.
Come on,
and we're
man.
having a we're under a like, ooh, just.
Yes, it is. We've been discussing this on the show for a couple of years now. In fact, the reason these two ladies are here on the show is because one summer we was hanging at the pool and found out that there was 2 murders in the African American community that were innocent black men, unarmed, that were killed by police. And we decided to break out some break and do a show focused on that, have a town hall, and had the ladies involved in that. So it's a theme, not a theme on what to call it a theme. It's something it's a recurring topic, and it's
Unfortunately, yeah, it shouldn't have to be.
Sam brought up a good point. The officer who apparently executed this boy, they're now releasing public statements about his service record, saying he suffers from PTSD and whatnot.
He shouldn't have been an officer.
That is an indictment of the police department.
Yes.
That is an indictment. Like,
he shouldn't have been a police officer.
So you turned a killing machine loose in the community without properly evaluating. You basically turned a killer loose.
Let me say though, JB, just because I want to say that not all those with PTSD like are that violent, or like my issue with this is that he was in a place of authority where he goes into high stress situations. If you have PTSD, there is no reason you should be implanting yourself in high stress situations. That is highly illogical to me. And the fact that the police department allowed that to happen.
Thank you for making my point, Lex. Thank you.
I just needed to clarify because
At the end of the day, the reason why you don't do that, and I agree with you, is because of that risk.
Yes.
This is an individual
Exactly.
who has been in war situations.
With children with bombs strapped to their bodies coming.
They're going to see everybody as a threat.
Yeah. Because something that simple can, there's no reason you should be in a high risk situation.
And I want to jump in here because it's all sad, but another sad part of it is that when I look at it, I go like, man, that was really a bad fuck up on the police department's part to have this dude suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder on the force. But there have men who aren't suffering from anything that are still killing black
That's
babies.
true.
There it is.
And I'm just looking across the board, like you got the crazy ones doing it, you got the sane ones doing it, you got the good ones and the bad ones. You don't know who to trust because across the board it seems to be an open season on young black men.
They've been conditioned to do it.
Yeah, they have been conditioned.
And I'm just like, I keep hearing like they're coming for our babies, and that's how I feel. And I don't know the answer just yet, but I'm just gonna say, black man, what we gonna do? We gonna let them keep coming for our women and our babies?
It's too much,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Like,
It's too much.
That's just where I ended it.
I think I like you with the toothache.
Yeah.
You're like so much choir.
Oh. Oh man.
I'm gonna find the Shook the Screen Righteous Ratchet at her before the show is over.
You gonna pop your tooth out.
I'm gonna find
Blood gonna be gushing.
And then I'm gonna still get sprayed.
Right.
The purple one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yuck.
Like, yo.
Being downwind of that, I was just like, yo. Like,
You gonna get some too, baby. Like,
I got a little
I'm
nervous
glad I'm over
behind
here
that.
on this
I'm like,
side. I'm glad I'm over here on this side.
yeah, we're friends, but shit.
Let me talk to the
that's a
viewers
lot.
on Facebook real quick. We are on the second half of the show. We're gonna make a concentrated effort to get through all of your comments. Y'all been sending them in so quickly in the first half. I don't really jump in on them.
It was some really insightful comments.
Yeah, I was reading through them. We didn't get a chance to read them all out loud, but we will. Please keep commenting. We're gonna check them all out. We're gonna get to you. If you get a like mark, that means we saw it and we liked it. 'Cause we don't like everything. Some of that stuff we just skip past it. If we skip past it, sorry. step in your comment.
I like everything because I appreciate every comment that's
Yeah,
made,
like-
whether I agree with it or disagree with it. So
I
I like
all,
them all.
all comments that say I'm right and Mel and JB and Lex are wrong.
I'm sure
I
that's
rock
why
with
he
them.
likes those.
I rock with them tough.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Takes a
lie.
sip.
I ain't gonna like every comment, but I'm gonna like most of them because most of the time y'all got some real good shit to say. When you don't, I'm gonna call you out and we're gonna argue about it. But that's fine, you know. That's what we're all here for, man. Let's get through these discussions. We are right on time, y'all.
We are.
All right.
That's because I'm
Go
back.
on. That's what it is.
I love it.
God.
I
Keep the
love
show moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you was gone, JB and Lex always try to go for these tangents. I'm gonna talk about this and that. I'm
JB
like,
and Lex?
please sit on topic. And then this one talking about Ashanti and this. I'm like, oh
So,
my God, Ashanti.
alright.
So
He
we're
was-
By the
Just
way,
take a
I love
break.
your earrings. Are those
Thank you.
tomahawks?
Yeah.
Native American
They are,
tomahawks?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey.
That's cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was I present with you when you purchased those?
Yeah, you were.
I thought so.
You were with
Okay.
me. Yes, you were, ma'am. Yes,
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Thank
All right.
you.
So
Thank you.
time for a break, y'all.
Yeah, let's take a little break.
We'll be
I'm
back
gonna
in a few
refill my
moments.
drink.
And you know, with these red cups, you know what that means.
Yeah, let's
So,
take a
I'm
little
gonna
break.
let
I'm
them
gonna
know.
rap to you for a second though, Sam, because you made some really interesting comments about Boston and the Irish, and I'm gonna break that down with you. So I'm gonna hang for a second after I refill my drink.
After he refilled his drink.
And I will make it good, but only my rep training.
it on, dude.
Oh man, I want some cake. Sorry.
Yeah, she Evangeline is always food with her.
I love
Out of
food. I want
nowhere.
some red velvet cake or some
Red
key
Ooh,
lime
you
pie.
got the
Ooh.
top on that?
Key lime pie.
She not pride. That might be a good.
No,
I think
F
it's-
took it.
Yeah, he took it back.
He took it.
He took
He
it back.
took the key lime pie.
Yeah,
He
took
did.
all
He
of
took
it
it.
back.
Yeah, he took it.
I
Yeah.
can't eat nothing no with it.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
To eat
You could too, yeah.
key lime pie, you could definitely
Yeah,
eat.
you could
see
totally
the juice.
eat key lime pie.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I
sir.
got
Wait,
some
actually, I
key
got
lime
juice
pie.
down there. I
I'm
got
at the
juice
key lime
down
pie
there.
tonight. Y'all,
All right, Sam, I'm gonna get some juice and then we're gonna
You should
go
get
back.
mashed
I don't
potatoes.
know. You know what's just up here?
Look over my shoulder.
I don't know what the
Why?
with the with the thing with my tooth. It's difficult to I can't eat a lot of stuff.
Somebody talking to him?
Huh? No, Sam
I'm
said
so-
look over my shoulder. I don't understand why. Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I
It
don't know what happened. Why look over my shoulder?
It was peeves.
Yeah.
Funny.
What? I'm leaving. Are we gonna take a break?
We're
I'm
not
not
doing anything. We're not doing anything.
I feel like
I
I
went
need,
and got refilled my drink.
No,
1 minute.
I need to leave because I don't feel like I took a break if I'm just standing in front of them. I need to disappear from the camera so they can miss me. Shout out to Ashanti
Can
who
you
you
go?
watching tonight. Ashanti's watching tonight. I want to shout out.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she is.
All right, so
Wow.
Sam, thank you for bringing up one of the origins of Irish racism, particularly as it relates to Boston. Now, as you know, Sam, Boston didn't have the Irish Civil War issues that New York did with the New York riots and whatnot. It wasn't as much of an issue in Boston because, believe it or not, even though the Irish denigrated black people in such a big way, both North and South, the Boston Irish were actually somewhat anti-slavery. So they were okay with fighting in the Civil War. However, the racism was still there. They didn't feel like black people needed to be enslaved, but they definitely have always felt us inferior. That's a really, really interesting distinction you make. And the origins, like you said, come from Ireland, right? St. Patrick's. St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's removing all of the snakes from Ireland. We all know that that was a metaphor for the ancient Pygmy tribe that actually lived in Ireland at the time, and they were essentially executed. That was a genocide. Thank you for bringing all of that up, Sam. All very, very good points. We have to look at East Boston and Roxbury as well, and some of the positive black influences that we get from that community. Boston is a very, very rich city with black culture, and a lot of people don't understand that Also, Sam, I wanted to shout out your connection to Skip Gates. Skip Gates was actually one of my homeboys' faculty advisors when I was at Harvard, so I know him pretty well. Thank you for bringing up those points. They were very salient to our conversation, and you definitely informed our viewers, Sam.
What is it? What is it?
Great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
You tried this.
I don't even know why I'm about to do this to myself because that means I gotta pull my little trays out.
No, I mean,
I'm about to do it to myself, but I don't know why I'm doing it to myself.
Okay.
So, you know, there's
I
that.
can't even eat them junk because my tooth.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
None for you, more for me.
Now, I was drinking soup, the last eating soup,
You're
whatever.
probably gonna be losing weight like shit.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm about to be sexier.
Ow! Here we go.
If I can't eat no food for the next week, I'm gonna slim it down. Come on the show next week. I ain't wearing no
No.
shirt. For all the days watching,
Whoa.
I'm not wearing a
Whoa,
shirt
let's
for
not go
next
that
week's
far.
show. I feel it.
No.
I will not be wearing
No.
a shirt.
No. I'm here to stop you and tell you no.
But when you say no, you mean like go ahead and wear it? No shirt.
I will no and oh.
So
Do
then,
not
so
put
then
your
don't
guys
wear a
go.
shirt. Got it. So
Don't wear.
I'll be topless.
No.
Men can't be topless. Only women can be topless, I think. I could not have a shirt on, but I can't be topless. I don't think.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you shirtless, but you ain't
Yeah,
topless.
yeah. What's up, Kickback TV?
Topless just
That was
means
so
something
random.
else.
Yeah.
This is so random.
So random.
Kickbackers.
Oh man.
We ready to resume?
Yeah, Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and every Sunday at 7 p.m. The
7
revolution
Will be televised.
I'm the mayor, the writer, the rapper, the revolutionary, the one with the broken tooth. I'm also
Look at how we spread.
the righteous,
Properly
Yeah.
shielded and
I got
guarded.
it out. I got it out though. I got it out with the
Alright,
tooth.
No.
It didn't
but
spit
okay.
the tooth out. That wasn't quite the same.
No.
It was good.
But I'm not mad at it. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, so Mello, aka Melanie Dion, aka the Militant Misses, and you can now catch me on Snapchat at that girl Mello.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Oh,
JB Frank, the Gangsta Geek, representing the Nerds with Attitude, NWA. What's good, man? Happy Sunday.
I'm Pandora Alexis, aka Curls I Do Adore on IG. I'm the learned hippie otaku. Hey y'all.
We're
You guys
back.
having so much fun.
You're so extra.
Yeah,
so
I
good.
imitated you even last
Did
week.
you see
or
that?
Before last. Did you see?
When he like did your whole like introduction.
No.
There's your whole job.
Oh.
They
Like he did the whole thing.
Like,
You gotta see
Sam
it.
called you the Kraken. He said, I do the Kraken with the liver.
Wait, I'm the Kraken?
No. Remember the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
when Johnny Depp is standing in front of the Kraken and the Kraken
Yeah, and it
roars
screamed,
in
yeah.
his face?
And then like, yeah.
And he shot it at him. That's Snoop.
He said, I knew the Kraken would deliver.
Yeah, Sam, forget this tooth fake. I'm going in.
Lord.
So the question of the week?
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
go in on
speaking
that
of
too.
going in, yeah.
Okay.
Let's have it. I mean, you want to? Well,
What is
no,
the
you
question
got
of the
a
week?
broke tooth.
What is
Was Funkmaster Flex wrong for dissing Tupac? Was he
Yeah.
right for dissing Tupac?
I know
What do
he
you
wanna-
think about him dissing Tupac?
Yeah, I know he want to yell and scream, so we should probably break down the topic so he can go in. Yeah, Flex made some real weird comments saying that he tried to insinuate that the reason why Tupac got shot is because Tupac found himself in a robbery situation and got scared and basically opened fire, like accidentally shot himself, which caused the gunfire to start, caused everybody to start shooting. I don't see why this is relevant, first of all. Second of all, I don't see why you make these comments 21 years later. third of all, Flex, like, what's going on in your mind, bruh? I'm talking to you, Flex, as a man. Like, you looking real bitch-like right now, player. Like, you looking like a bitch now, son. I just gotta say it out loud, you know.
Been looking like it. Did he start this shit with Jay-Z? Did he start this shit with Drake? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going on Flex on Instagram and Twitter the last week because I wanted him to watch the show tonight. I'm telling him I'm gonna get in your shit tonight. Like real niggas, like, I consider myself part of the motherfucking media too. And I got a fucking opinion on this situation. And I've done my research. Before I really go where I want to go, and I'm going to go all the way there because I got all the information. So I'm definitely going in tonight. Night of Tupac's robbery and little shit I know about Flex and what's going on with that situation. Before I do all of that, I want to open it up to the ladies and get your thoughts. And then this is the time when you hit the share button and tell all your friends to tune in. Cause I'm gonna break all that shit down. I know as much as what could have happened the night of Tupac's robbery as somebody who wasn't there could know. I'll say it that way. So we about to go in.
I feel like Flex suffers from severe foot and mouth disorder.
I love that. That's a new crew term.
He's always putting his foot in his mouth. Like y'all said before, he's made some offhanded comments about Jay-Z. He's said shit about Drake. He said, and now fucking Tupac, who is dead. Like, bruh, I really feel like it's a cry for attention. He does it to make himself a little bit more relevant. Like when the news subsides about him and whatever comments that he made, a few months pass, and then you next thing you know, he's back at it. I'm pretty much over Flex because I don't know. I just feel like he does it for attention.
I just want to point out that y'all, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the Wizards just took the lead. I was looking down on the screen, and the three of us, I was locked on the TV.
Yeah.
Mel is giving us real insightful comments, but she multitasking like a motherfucker.
I very much so am. I am a G, and
57, 53 Wizards, y'all.
To observe things around me while being focused on the main thing at hand. But in any case, what? That was no shade.
What was that? Like, what are you? Okay.
Go ahead, continue.
Imaginary shade.
Yeah, like, right? Like, I mean, you was like, what?
That wasn't shade.
You just was like, oh.
It wasn't shade. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, continue.
So I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I don't even pay Flex any mind when he starts talking. I just tune him out for real. Because chances are he's saying some bullshit that I just be like, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
There it is.
He just sounds salty to me.
Yeah.
So like, just be quiet. I don't really care.
Down.
Yeah. I agree with what y'all said. Really, that's all I got.
In my Maceo voice.
Well, here it is. I'm going to break the whole situation down.
Get him.
So the night of Tupac's robbery, you went to the studio to do a record with Lil Sean. Flex did not know this on his podcast. On his Instagram, he said he was there to see Biggie. He was not there to see Biggie. He was there to do a song with Lil Sean. As he was approaching the studio, he had a weird feeling about what was going on. He saw Lil C's in a window. Lil C's being Biggie and homeboy. So when he saw Lil C's, he had a level of calmness. And at least I know C's and Biggie here. If shit pop off. He goes into the studio. He speaks to C's. C said, "I'm gonna go get Big, and we gonna link up, blah blah blah." So Pop was gonna go fuck with them before we do the song with Lil Sean. As he walks into the lobby, niggas approach his dude swimming back. He's with Big Stretch, rest in peace, God bless him, who passed away a few months after the situation. He was with Big Stretch. Pop said that everybody dropped to the floor immediately. Niggas said, "Get down on the ground." Niggas dropped. And Pop like, boy, we was coming up like, when niggas said, "Get on the ground," like, we're not getting on the ground, you got guns, that's execution. We're gonna at least fight. You're gonna kill us standing up. I'm gonna die on my feet and on my knees. To throw them over, all the niggas hit the ground coincidentally at the same time. So he tried to go for his gun and he got shot. Now the story, the way I understand it, is that he was reaching for his gun. He got shot for reaching. That made him actually shoot himself, possibly. And then he got shot 5 times total. Once in the leg, through the balls, unfortunately.
What? Through
twice,
the balls?
Yeah, twice in the head. And once in the arm when he was reaching for his gun.
Twice in the head.
get 2 graze marks.
Yeah.
Which my deduction is they didn't shoot him in the head. It was pistol whipping, and the gun went off. That's my theory. That is just all news theory. I can't, like, that's not based on the information that I can really then exceptional about superiority. That's only my credibility, not anybody else's. So that's what happened with the shooting. So he didn't shoot himself like Cheddar Bob, who was Eminem's friend in the movie 8 Mile, who just had the gun. Or Plexico. He shot himself. That's not what Pac did. You know what I'm saying? If he did shoot himself, it's either for reaching for the gun to protect himself, which will reflect Sid, try to clown him, or it's from reaching for the gun already and then getting shot and reflex making him do it. But either way, he was in this real nigga situation and he reached for his gun and protect himself as opposed to getting on the floor. I don't look at him as a bitch for that or a hoe for that. You might say he's not smart because why not just do what they tell you? But the way the code Pac grew up with, that he proclaims to grow up with at least, which I believe, that he ain't going for that. Like, you're not going to sit here and rock. I'm going to lay down for a man. And they said Pac got break in jail. He was like, I wouldn't lay down for niggas who had guns. And we all know I wouldn't lay down. We know why I got shot because I wouldn't just lay down. I'm not going to lay down for a nigga in jail with no gun. And I believe that's to be Pac's character. I believe that to be real. The thing about it is a lot of my New York homies feed into Flex thing because it's that New York East Coast, West Coast hate. So when Flex is some shit, they were like, yeah, Pac was just. And it's not a Pac discreditors now that's trying to lower his legacy because he's quote unquote worshiped more than Biggie. But Biggie was a great rapper. Biggie may have technically been a better lyricist than Tupac. That is technically possibly true because they don't get
That is
respect.
technically up for debate.
I mean, I'm Pac all day. Biggie don't even make my top 5. But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to be fair to others. But at the end of the day, we know Pac was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what we can give Pac. You know what I'm saying? He was a legit. I mean, he really shot them off to the cops. He really shot them. They talked shit, shot at him. He shot back and hit both of them. It was a better shot with his gun than they was. Niggas like Pac was a bitch, but he busted his gun. And it ain't like he busted his gun on the movie set. He was acting. He was by himself. You saw a black man getting beat up by 2 white boys and started shooting. If that's not being about that life. I don't know what being about that life really is. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Implying that Pac was a fake gangster. Do I think Pac was super thug? No, I don't. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? He did ballet. He was in plays. You know, he was in acting school. Which, by the way, I did all of that shit myself. You can say what you want to say about me, but I know who I am. I know what you gonna be or won't say to me personally. So I look at Pac the same way. Like, that don't make him done with diminish his character because he was into the arts. I was getting kicked out of the fucking arts program I was in and on probation all the time for fighting in the zone. So then, like, you go there and you become just, you be who you be when you get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
and being interested in the arts certainly doesn't make you a punk or a bitch by any stretch of the imagination.
It doesn't exactly.
Any stretch of the imagination.
See, there was that training that got us ready for the show.
There it is. It's that training that got Pac ready for his career. Let's keep it 100.
Right.
Like he studied his craft. Like we cannot deny that, and he learned that from his training.
He was
like,
great at everything he did.
Yeah.
Everything he touched. He was a great rapper. He's a poet by nature. Like just listening to him as a lyricist and an actor. Like just can you imagine where he could have gone with his acting career? Just from who he was in Juice alone.
He was a trained actor though. Like you could see it in everything that he did. You could see the craft in everything that he did.
When he died, like 2 movies came out that 2 movies came out that he already done. So he was already had movies in the bag. He had movies, original movies.
He would have been a great actor to watch. Develop.
Some of the roles that Will Smith, Jamie Foxx,
Most Def
get, Common, Ice Cube.
Some of those roles would have even been there for them if Pac was still alive.
Pac could have been the dude in Love and Basketball.
Yeah, he could have.
No, he couldn't play basketball. He couldn't be him. No, that's what we had in common.
They had a doppelganger. Yeah, that's not double. Playing basketball for him. I mean, shit, he was in Above the Rim.
Fact. One of my favorite Pac movies. Real. So at the end of the day, Flex, we looking at you as a hater because one might even bring up this disrespectful shit.
Almost
20
got the
years
Shout
later.
Stupid Award.
Yeah, 20 years later. So he tried to come back and try to recant it in a more politically correct way. But niggas still on your ass. Tretch, Another by Nature says you can't even really walk the streets in New York or New Jersey no more. So we'll see how all that play out. But it was just lame to do because it wasn't really provoked. Like if the conversation came up, let's talk about Tupac. Okay, Flex, your thoughts. You kind of gotta go. Well, shit, they asked you your thoughts. But because they didn't ask you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
where did it come from? Yeah,
he
just like all of a sudden.
He just felt the way.
I forgot how it
He was
came
like,
out.
today is the day.
Shit on Tupac Day.
Kind of like what the wizard said. Today is the day.
Oh man! Oh my God!
I was about to point to the TV for Sam. I was gonna say, Sam, I'm not gonna interrupt the show and talk shit to you right now. But you saw what I said, right, Sam? I'm just gonna point to the TV.
2601.
I'm just gonna point at the TV, from now on. Sam, that's all I'm gonna do.
We got that hot.
Squad on Boston.
We got that hot. Me and Sam got a bet going about push-ups and sit-ups at the end of this series. I'm already in shape and cut up now. Imagine how I'm gonna be.
So what did you call? Because I called it 4-2 us.
I definitely think we're.
I think 4-2, but I'm going for 5-1. No, well, it has to be 4-2.
Yeah.
It can't be 5-1.
He said, "Fuck you guys for something." That scoreboard point. I don't know what that means.
JB pointed at the scoreboard.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
I
didn't know what that meant.
That was me pointing at the score. I was talking to JB like. It was like 53-70. I'm sorry, Sam.
Okay.
You just want to be salty though, bro.
Like you playing against a nigga, he be like, man, what I got you. Like, that's scoreboard. Fuck you mean?
Like,
so it's like, okay,
yeah,
I got you.
Scoreboard.
I don't know much about sports, y'all. I'm learning. Okay.
We're going to learn you some.
Or like when I give an opinion on the topic, they be like, man, New was right and Alexis was totally wrong. The only person that was right was New. And I'd be like, scoreboard.
They don't never say that.
No.
I ain't seen a comment like that.
Okay.
You know what it is?
So the Wizards are beating the Celtics right now.
Beating the
tremendously.
Yeah, it's looking.
It's a tremendous victory.
No, don't do that, Mel. Don't do that.
Ready 45?
Are we going to the next topic?
I'm sorry. No.
26 points.
That was
What's
perfect.
that
That's the next topic.
What's
Trump's new executive order.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This one is
Trump's
really,
new order.
really,
Huh?
really
You
bad.
did it though, and I caught it. Like I let it there. Yes.
I think the alley-oop.
That's what she said.
What?
No.
That didn't work.
You did it and I caught it?
Donald Trump signed a new executive order, basically, it's kind of complicated because what it does is it allows for religious organizations to act more in accordance with their belief practices. Without incurring policy restrictions or penalties. So, for example, a Christian institution that runs a health clinic that does not want to give out prophylactic materials or birth control can now refuse that care to their patients, even if it's covered by federal health insurance or a nationally funded health insurance program. So it's weird because he's basically allowing the government to step in and either relax or enforce these restrictions on these organizations depending on what the organization is. In short, he's saying, as a government, we can pick the religions that we want to influence public policy, public health policy. Right. This transcends also to schools. A lot of religious organizations are schools. These schools had to keep prayer out of schools or to properly respect other religions in order to maintain their federal funding. They had to accept Muslim students in order to keep their federal funding. Now, because of religious beliefs, it's kind of like they get a get out of jail free card. They can invoke this rule now and get away with whatever they want. It's weird and bad, and I gotta say I fully expected it. I knew the religion was gonna come in. He's gotta pander to his conservatives, and here it is. Yet again, him violating the Constitution. It's bad, y'all. I'll open it up to the floor, but it's all bad.
Separation of church and state is really what I have to say. Like, how do you even try to broach this issue and talk about using religion basically to benefit yourself, but it's not going to benefit anybody but Christians, maybe some Jews, but damn sure ain't going to benefit no Muslims. This country is not a Christian country. By
Never
nature.
was.
Never was.
Never not by inception.
No,
Like,
no. That's not what it. No, that's
It's
not what
not.
it was.
I mean, we have those checks and balances in place for a reason. So, I mean, I don't know, man. This 45 is just a disgusting person. I can't really
I just
delve into that.
I don't know. 45 is. Yeah, you're right. He's a disgusting person. He panders, and I wonder if this was part of a deal of some sort. You know, like just
Definitely.
like this was like, oh, if you guys do this for me. I mean, we saw what happened with the healthcare law this week. No one had read it. No one had read it.
Law.
So like, I'm wondering like, what is this all about?
The
You know, like
pre-existing conditions. If you're a woman, I mean,
you're messed up.
If you are born
messed
a woman, you already have
Mhm.
several pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, exactly. No, and it's just I just don't understand what's happening right now. Like, why he is violating the Constitution right now? Like, literally, this right here is a clear and concise example of violating the Constitution. Why is no one doing anything?
No funding HBCUs.
Yeah, and then and then there's that's something that's against the Constitution because it benefits all people of only one race. Granted, and Sam knows this. There are plenty of white people who go to HBCUs. So no, it does not just benefit black people. HBCUs matter for many different reasons.
Yes.
So it's
Let's talk about the fact that all of the acts and measures and laws in place actually benefit foreign nationals almost as much as they do black students in the U.S. All of that diversity shit that came with affirmative action not only promotes HBCUs and their funding and their existence, but it sends African students to Harvard. It sends Pakistani students to Duke. It does all.
And it helps women in
Yeah,
general.
absolutely.
Like that was the biggest.
Absolutely.
That was the biggest group helped by affirmative action was women.
Mm-hmm.
So when people make that excuse of affirmative action only benefits black people, that is not true. That is a total lie. Total lie. So that's just something that people like to say.
One could argue that affirmative action benefited other demographic groups in America more than it did.
Yes,
black
it did.
people.
It did. It did. That is a fact.
It continues to this day.
Yes, and that is a fact. That is a fact. It does not just benefit black people, and we are not the group most
of these programs that get implemented don't benefit black people.
Yeah.
Like they think that
like welfare does benefit black people, but
we
who are the most
majority
people on
Exactly.
welfare?
Exactly.
So
Not even close.
No.
Not even close.
But
there are more Mexicans on welfare than there are black people.
There are more white people.
Of course there are, but there are more white people in this country.
Yeah. So who benefits?
Percentage wise. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Without the
And they're looking at
the label of being whatever. Okay. That's when the wine kicks in.
She's like, yeah, I'm good now. I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, just looking at just kind of taking a step back to the original topic, looking at the different legislation that Trump has been pushing. And I'm concerned about the religious thing, using religion to influence the voters, because I fear that for the next election. They have that power because right now Trump knows that America can oops, and I'm gonna talk about that if I can't hear me now, something later. But the whole oops that America's doing right now, and he knows that it's not a good chance that he's gonna get voted back in. So he's trying to take every angle possible, and that's what I take from that. That he's worried about the next election and being able to influence, people through the church. And it's a slippery slope. Man, I hate to be a slippery slope king. This is another slippery slope that you just don't know where this could turn into a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? That's what when you get the church involved and then Trump becomes God's candidate.
Which they already say.
The most ungodly man.
They already say.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any
The
sense.
one grabbing pussies and doing
And
all
keeping
the
Muslims,
racism.
keeping refugees out of the country.
He's been married
That
3
by
times,
itself,
man.
Jesus would not have been welcome in America under Trump.
No.
Jesus would not. Jesus was Middle Eastern.
Nobody.
Like, he would not have been welcome.
Jesus would have
If
might
you're
have
a
made the
minority-
terrorist list.
Yeah, Jesus would have been from the He would
He's
not have
from
been
the Middle
allowed.
East. He's a political reactionary revolutionary who incited a political, a military, event in his own
And I call it
country.
Middle East Africa because where's the Middle West? Where's the Middle North and Middle South? Fuck that, it's Africa. Jesus was African. But
Jesus was African. We know that.
Yeah,
Jesus was a black
There's
man.
no such
Yeah.
And they described him as such in the
yeah,
Bible.
hair like
So,
wool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Skin bronze.
right. What? But no, that's a white guy. That's Cesare. That's Cesare. Look up Cesare Borgia. For those of you who don't know, look up Cesare Borgia. That is who you see
Caesar
as the
Borgia.
Cesare.
It's not Caesar?
No. Okay, it's Cesare.
Well, it's
I know.
like
It's
Caesar.
no, it's not. It's spelled Cesare. Cesare.
Well, it's
Cesare
actu-
Borgia.
It's actually Cesare because it's Italian, but it's Borgia. Yeah.
I've heard Cesare. I don't know. You could be right. I could be wrong. I can't say.
I always call him
but I know it's
Caesar
not
Borgia.
Caesar. I know it's not Caesar.
But that's how I'm
Definitely.
saying in D.C.
But you're talking about
But
the
he's from
Borgia
DC
who-
too. Anyway, okay, so
Talk about the Borgias.
yeah, the
Get into it.
Borgias, Alexander Borgia was actually. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now.
Oh,
Rodrigo
no, you got-
Borgia, Pope
no, you got it
Alexander,
right.
Rodrigo Borgia. Rodrigo Borgia was one of the most corrupt popes. He took on the moniker of Pope Alexander, one of the most corrupt popes of all history, and he had children. Popes aren't supposed to have children, y'all, if y'all don't know. And Cesare Borgia was one of his children. There was lots of scandal between the family, but Cesare Borgia was who Jesus was based off of.
Yep.
So look it
photo.
up. Like the white man
the
you see
painting.
with the brown hair, and like that is Cesare Borgia. So look it up. It's something that is a part of history. Just look it up. Even if you're Christian, just look it up. Just look it up.
Or his name is Caesar Borgia.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's a Borgia.
Cesare
Yeah.
Borgia.
Borgia.
Caesar,
Borgia.
Borgia.
Oh, if you look up the Borgia
Yeah,
family,
Pope Alexander.
you'll-
Yeah, yo, look up the Borgias, y'all. I'm like a
they-
history freak. Like I love shit like that. Look up the Borgias. There's a show on Netflix called Borgia. 2
It is.
shows actually. Watch both of them. It's
Both very
fantastic.
good.
So whether
Very
this
well
thing
done.
is Caesar, Cesare, Cesare, whatever the fuck, I don't know. His last name is Borgia, and that's who
Borgia.
the image of Jesus is based on. Okay, that's where you
The
get
second
this
son,
modern
Pope
day
Alexander.
picture. Whatever your white Jesus, that's who you look at is Cesare, Caesar, Cesare,
Borgia.
whatever the fuck his name, Borgia. Okay, that's his name.
The-
Oh, good point, Chim. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci painted it. If you watch the
did.
show on Netflix, Da Vinci, the Borgias factor heavily into that because
yeah, it's
they
all
were a
over.
patron of
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci
Yeah.
during his formative years. So yeah, really, really good stuff.
Who's Italian?
Man, our viewers are so well informed, man.
man.
It's
Yeah.
really, really interesting, the comments. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Excellent, excellent stuff. Look at Sam with the link
With
to
the
the
link
Borgia.
already.
Right.
I'm with it. Okay, I see you, Sam.
Aight, man.
I
Aight,
see you,
man.
baby.
That's what's up.
Shaking that ass.
Are we ready for Netflix
Well,
and chill
well,
now that our
It's 8
Our
years.
business is
64.
about 24, JB.
yeah, man. Sam, you know,
That's the only thing
Sam,
missing from the game.
I'm not interrupting the show, but Sam, you know,
No,
just,
y'all are so.
I
rude.
promise.
Shade.
Shade is being thrown.
Intentional shade.
You the only one not going for the Wizards?
This isn't shade. This is
I'm
more
not.
like a
I never said I wasn't
like a
going
tent.
to the Wizards.
Like,
You was
this
coming to me a little
darkness
hard.
falls for Boston.
Whoa.
That's what this
We
is.
just talking.
A little hard.
Who you
I'm
rooting for?
sorry.
Who you rooting for?
So, Netflix and chill.
I don't like the damn Celtics. Sorry, Sam. I don't like the Celtics.
You going for the Wizards?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Whiskey.
High five.
Oh.
I ain't mad at you, Sam.
God,
Who's
you
I ain't mad at that. He like, I don't like this shit. We losing. He talking shit. He feel some type of way.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. So Netflix and chill, y'all. Netflix and chill. Do we want to talk about JB? You want to talk about your?
Yes. So Lex pointed out a couple of weeks ago the show 13 Reasons Why. This is a show on Netflix. Basically, what it is a girl commits suicide. She slits her wrist, but before she does so, she makes this sequence of tapes, and in the tapes, she identifies all of the individuals who directly affected her decision to end her own life. And there are individuals named in each one of the tapes. Each tape is for a person who basically fucked up her life enough to the point where she wanted to kill herself. It is very, very deep and very, very emotional and sometimes actually hard to watch. But as a father of a young girl, seeing that window into the teenage plight depicted in such a real way in so many circumstances made me think personally about my daughter and about what she's going to go through and what I need to be looking out for at school in particular, you know. But I have a question for the ladies about this, and, you know, we'll keep this quick. I see a lot of whiny ass teenage girls in movies nowadays, like just whiny, wimpy women. Is that what's really going on? Like, are all of these young girls drama queens like you see in Twilight? Because I believed everything about the series except for the main character, who was a whiny ass girl who I had trouble believing, frankly.
I think they're definitely out there, and I must say, I don't think it's just the girls. I think it's the boys too. I really think that this generation of children that's coming up is soft.
Yes.
Soft as butter.
The capital T,
butter.
Soft.
Like, they are just, they're not being groomed to be able to be their own person in the future. Like, these children are going to have problems adapting to being on their own. You know, I remember when I worked at the aquarium, like, people trying to go up, you know, the McDonald's, like, jungle gym, the plastic things you go up. People are literally trying to go up in there with their children because Johnny is scared, and Johnny is like a whole 10-year-old. Okay? A whole 10-year-old! And he's like, just kids pissing and shitting up in there because they're scared to go down the slide. Look, no, kids kicking their grandma. No, I'm good on these kids.
We have failed the next generation of children. People have enforced these laws. We've allowed, Child Protective Services to come in and police our homes. And so now we're scared to discipline our children.
Yep.
That is where a large part of this comes from. I feel like not only have we become scared of our children, but like the children have kind of taken over our homes.
Yes.
Bullying is at an all-time high. I got bullied in 7th grade.
Me in 6th, yeah.
And I don't want to say I'm just perfectly fine, but like I feel like bullying is kind of like a natural thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just become too soft.
Yeah.
On our children.
We want to protect
them. And like these children have a hard time adulting when they become of age to function in society. Like they really can't.
Particularly in their teenage years, when mommy and daddy aren't there to protect you in high school.
We took away so many of those things that make them function as adults.
Yes, we took away their autonomy and their ability to take risk. That's the thing. You must allow a child to take risk. We have put them into these little bubbles of protection
so much.
Yes,
like for instance, when you see a child fall. Let them pick themselves up. Yep. You can't just
more importantly, tell them to get up.
Yeah,
get up. Them to get up off their ass.
Yeah,
like,
you're okay.
You good?
You're okay.
That child's not gonna react unless you come to their aid.
Freak out.
That's real shit.
Oh my God! I can't believe you fell.
And we've coddled them
it's
like
so
much that they just can't function now.
That's so real. When so many times just hear y'all say that shit. Because a little kid will fall and you see the mother, he okay? Like
he's okay.
Stop crying. You okay? Stop crying.
You're okay. Yeah.
Are you hurt?
Get up. You're
fine. What you say, JB?
Yeah.
Are you hurt or are you scared?
No. Why do we cry? We only cry because we're hurt, we're scared, or we're really, really sad. Like So you gotta legitimately show me a reason why you're crying. Otherwise, I don't want to hear that shit. Like that is not what
I was. Yeah,
like.
I was allowed to
that's
cry
literally
as much
what
as I
he
wanted.
says to his kids. Like I feel the same way, but he put it in I think the perfect way, the way he words it.
Are you hurt or are you scared? It's real.
Yeah, well, like what's going on?
And we just come
Why
to
you
the
bullshit?
point, to the point now where they're scared about everything.
Well, but
the
then
Trump president is scared.
then you have to break down those components of fear, because you're right. Okay, kids are scared of a lot of things. Fear is a big part of survival when you're a child.
You gotta learn how to deal with
You
it.
run behind mommy a lot. You know, you have to start checking that early though, like extremely early, and we're not doing that.
Let's get some of these comments real quick.
Absolutely.
What's upsetting to me is they all get branded millennials when those problematic kids are Generation Z and late millennials. Long since say Generation X, because we was good.
I'm a millennial. I'm
It's
proud
Z,
of that.
Z, X, and all the above. All of them are to blame.
Yeah.
Because people have kids at various points in their lives, and all of these children are the same age. So whether their parents are Generation Xers, Generation Zers,
Millennials,
baby boomers, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like they're all having the same characteristic flaws that make them unable to function as adults in society.
So
hold on,
what about Sam's comment about there are a lot of dudes that are worse than women because they have the power disparity but don't wield it properly.
I wanted to
highlight
points that out. The show actually points
really
that out.
Okay, I really need to watch this show. I really do.
It does. The reason why I raised the question is not because I didn't point out the character flaws in the female character because I felt like they were necessarily bad. I felt like they weren't believable. They pointed out all of the character flaws in the men, the insecurity, the power abuse, the idiocy that goes on in high school. They left all those cards on the table. I felt like the male characters were more believable in their fallacy
than the main female character.
Because the female character didn't have the integrity of standing up for herself.
But there are women who function that way. There
That's
are
what
women
I was
who function.
asking.
Yes, there are women that function. That is why there are women. Yes, most definitely. Oh man, I'm sorry because I can think of girls right now who are like basically used, like just used, just in high school.
Well, and the part that really scared me more than any, Lex, and I'm glad you pointed that out, was this girl was so. Her confidence was so destroyed, so gone. She couldn't even speak as a victim. Like she couldn't even claim the victim status. She was too weak to even indicate that she needed help from other people. And that's what scared me about this series more than anything. That's what I wanted to know whether or not it was real, because that's what I'm scared of with my daughter. Yeah, let's get to the comments.
So we got Sean said children don't even do chores anymore. So they're growing up and they're able to be self-sufficient. Sam said, rub some dirt on it, walk it off. Dre said the girl in Twilight wasn't whiny, JB. Let's see.
Oh, God, she was a horrible actress. Go ahead. Twilight was a whole disgusting thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into Twilight.
No.
But I'll just say, I do want to check out that show. Dear White People is also on Netflix.
Really good. Man, really good.
I saw like 10 minutes of that. But everybody around me is telling me it's
really good. Watch it, Dear White People.
And
really good.
Black superhero movie from the director of Get Out, which was of course, another black superhero movie to me. It's called Slight.
Jordan Peele? What is him?
It wasn't Jordan Peele.
Somebody else affiliated with it? Okay.
Yeah, somebody else affiliated with it.
Is that the way you pronounce that? Slight?
Slight.
They're pronouncing it Slight.
Because it's a sleight of hand.
Slate.
It's a sleight of hand though, like because he's a magician. Like
but the way they spell it was one of the way
it's an E. There's an E in there.
It's IGHT.
Yeah, because that's a sleight of hand, right?
No, slight is spelled with just an I.
I mean,
slight of hand.
Yeah, but I thought those were
homonyms.
Yeah, the homonyms.
Homonyms are one of those.
Homonyms words that are spelled differently but pronounced the same. But like I don't think slight, SLEIGHT,
no, it might
is
not
a
be.
word. I don't think that's a real word.
No, that is okay.
I know height is spelled that way, but slight is spelled without an E.
maybe
It's,
they're doing
it is a sleight of
He
hand.
said
That is what
slate
that's
is
how
an insult
that's how it's
or a
spelled. It's
slight-
sleight of hand.
oh.
It is sleight of hand.
Oh,
It's sleight of hand.
No.
I'm just saying, y'all.
Mic
Okay,
drop.
I just have to
All
look
right,
it up.
spell it. All right,
But
spell
no,
it. Calm down.
I mean, okay, that's yeah. But yeah, slight, yeah, because he's a magician, y'all, and he it's basically I think he's having to like take care of his brothers and sisters or something, like he has like 2 siblings that he's having to support, and he just ends up getting into some trouble, but not like on him. But it's a black superhero movie. I'm excited. I want to see it.
I
Like
need to
I
see
need
I
to
did
see
too.
it.
Where is
I
it?
did too.
It's
not a Studio Movie Grill, but it's up Phipps and a couple of other
Okay,
things.
so it is.
But it's
in theater.
not.
Yeah,
a
it's
movie
in
that's in
theaters.
every
Yeah, it
theater.
just came out. It just came out.
It's
So,
not
Yeah,
every-
it wasn't a wide
Everybody-
release.
We need
Yeah.
to go see this. So it was in limited release, and are they intending to release it more?
Maybe
I don't know.
depending on the demand, maybe. That's what I would think. I would think they're
So-
gonna measure the demand first.
So
Basically,
we
we
gonna
need to
see-
encourage everybody to go
Yeah,
see this movie.
we need
Yeah.
a major
So that
release.
we
So
can make sure
can we
it's all
over
commit to seeing it before next show?
I can. I'll go see
Yeah.
it today if I need to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Or
can do that.
tomorrow.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
I might go.
We're gonna shoot for seeing Slight supporting our Black Love Bike Out movies.
Hey.
And May, just really quickly, May is financial institutions. So get you a rush card.
It's not in Iowa. They didn't release it in Iowa, Sam said.
Oh.
So, but go ahead.
You know what?
Sorry,
I
do you live-
never
do you
liked
live in
Iowa. I never liked Iowa. That was really something about Iowa.
There's
I
a
didn't know
lot
what
of
it was.
white people in Iowa.
Yeah, there are. Yeah,
There
definitely.
might be some black people.
There are a
couple
couple.
of seven
There
in
are
Des
a
Moines.
few.
Yeah.
Francis and Eleanor are in Iowa.
Yeah, actually, my
Black
boy I grew up with,
They live in Des
Neil,
Moines?
got his
Mhm.
got his
All black
JD
people probably live
in
in Des
Iowa.
Yep. Me too. And then dog, they got black dogs.
So let's go try to see this movie, y'all. We need everybody to go see this movie.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
And support your black banks and institutions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I, for one, bank at Citizens Trust here in
Citizens
Atlanta.
Trust.
I encourage
Industrial
everyone,
in
if you
DC.
all have not already gotten one,
There are quite a
open up
few.
an account.
Just Google it.
You
Like,
should.
there's quite a few.
If
There's
you
quite
should
a
rush
few.
card, and I tell you what, I'll post the link that has several black-owned financial institutions in it. It's like a meme. I'll post that. It doesn't have them all. But
Industrial,
I'll post that. Industrial. I started my banking career with Industrial Bank.
One United.
When I left Howard University, when I was at Howard University, excuse me, in DC. HU. You know.
The real
The
HU.
real HU.
We
Sorry,
ready for our
F.
Can You Hear Me Now?
Can
Final
you
thoughts?
hear me now?
Yeah. My Can You Hear Me Now? I want to talk to people that I've been arguing with on Facebook the last week. And that's people who I asked a question about a week ago. I was like, for everybody who said that Hillary was as bad as Trump, is he still as bad? I'm asking for Obama. And it was a joke, of course, it was a play on words. But I look at what Trump is doing and what Trump got going on. It's in my face to think about how bad people say Hillary was. And like, I don't want to fuck with Hillary. I really don't fuck with no politician. Only politician I really had love for was Barack. You know what I'm saying?
What about Bernie?
Still the bird.
What about Bernie?
Bernie cool.
Okay, alright.
I mean he better than Trump and Hillary.
You ain't got no love for Bernie, though?
I got a little love for Bernie. I got a little love. I got a little love for Jill Stein. I ain't gonna fake, but the whole time, my issue is that we could have avoided Trump. But I thought I said the whole election, these symbolic votes. People want to vote their conscience. I'm like, we see where that got us, right?
It's not good money.
Yeah, you're not gonna win that way. Like, do you
That's
want
just
to
not
win?
good money. I
Or do
agree.
you want to look good losing?
I
And
agree.
that's my question going to this next congressional election and going into the next presidential election. Do you want to win, or do you want to just look good losing? Because I went in. I mean, I think that I've offended 60% of my Facebook timeline with my opinions on people who didn't vote against Trump in the most effective way. And I was crying about it the last couple of months because I was really getting to the point where it was obsession with me to he didn't vote for Hillary. You let this happen. And all I want to know is do we think, maybe should have voted for Hillary? And so next election, if it's Trump versus a Democrat who I don't know what we could do, or shit, we could really organize and make it so it's Jill Stein next election. I don't care.
Right.
I think that what was lost in my debate was the fact that we can't let Trump win, regardless of who else we allowed to get the presidency.
There it is.
There is a specific reason to not let Trump have it. And I think that if you were of the mindset that, like, you'll let Trump have it, you're willing to risk that, then I think that, that's my question to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it worth it? Or can we change it during the next election? That's pretty much right.
That's
Can
real.
we fix that?
That's real. That's real.
I was one of those people. I was one of those people who did not vote for Hillary Clinton. And looking back on it, I do regret it. I do regret it.
I'm glad you
But
said that.
I do regret it because, but at the same time, what I would
High five.
no stop.
No.
Okay,
No,
but
right.
at the same time, what I have to say for myself is it was partly irresponsible on my part, and I think that I can admit that I made the mistake of it because a lot of us, I know at least a lot of us in my age group, we don't understand really how much a president can do. Like, we don't understand the governmental processes. Like, we weren't really taught so much the in-depth of it. And it's really been left up to us to do our research. And now that I've been doing research and everything a little bit more intensely and understanding more of what can be done, I find that I overestimated the system of checks and balances and I underestimated the system of gerrymandering. And after now realizing what it really means for all of this, yeah, I regret it. But the way we can fix it is if we can, in this next midterm election, turn it over to the Democrats. So I think that's what needs to be focused on now. I think you need to let it go.
Well,
I think you need to let the election go.
My thing with the election isn't to. I don't even need to hear that anybody regrets it. It isn't a thing like, did you regret it, mama?
You just said
it's
that.
not. No. I know what I thought I said was going into the next election. Can we not think that way going into the next one? I'm not necessarily pointing fingers at people who did this in the previous election.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, so next election, are you with the program? So that was, so if you took that to you, then my question, then what I was saying was, next election, are you with your shits? Not do you regret anything?
But I also must say that but the reason I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton is because I felt like my vote was being robbed from me. And that was because of I did not decide who to vote for until I walked into the booth because I was so conflicted. Because I hated the fact that the Democratic Party had manipulated me to the point that I had to vote for this person. I did not appreciate that. I must say.
I'm going to keep it honest. I didn't like that shit either.
I didn't like
it. And it sucks.
It sucks.
Multiple choices, no choice, and I hated that we all we had was Hillary when Bernie was a better candidate and was Jill Stein was a better candidate.
And it was the Democratic Party that decided to keep Bernie down.
But here's the thing: at some point, you have to set aside personal feelings and vote for what is in the interest of the country.
And I agree.
And I feel like that's where a lot of us fell short. I voted for Hillary Clinton, but I know I'm sure, as you just stated, Alexis, you feel bad for not voting for her. But in a state like Georgia, it wouldn't matter.
No, it wouldn't.
You know
Unfortunately,
unfortunately,
it wouldn't matter.
And I feel like a lot of people are now regretting those votes that they made for this person because they know that he's not looking out for their best interests.
No.
Pennsylvania, fuck this. Sorry.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Florida.
Pennsylvania, fuck this.
Did it Florida?
It's several states that that she was it them who fucked us or was it the Democrats who fucked us because they didn't campaign as hard as they could have in those states. But they didn't. They knew that their numbers were low.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And it was very close.
Yeah,
so it's just, President Obama won those numbers by a very slim margin in the previous election. They definitely thought they had these things in the bag, and they didn't. They didn't do the necessary things they needed to do in order to shore up those votes. They didn't. That's just a fact.
I'm going to tell you something. Melanie's off the sofa.
Yeah, I'm looking at you right now too,
because I have to pee and I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, we are supposed to be doing. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a minute.
That was supposed to be. I was debating whether I was going to segue off of that because I was really going to talk about something else that I've totally forgotten about. So I'm going to toss it to JB.
Okay, so real quick, it's been a recurring theme for me. Thank you for you guys' insights earlier into the whole female teenage thing that I was discussing. What I learned from that is that what I'm seeing depicted in these shows is real, and I need to be on guard for that and look out for that and factor that into the way that I communicate and interact with my daughter. And so thank y'all for those insights. That's why I reached out and y'all gave back, and I appreciate that. That's my Can You Hear Me Now?
Yeah, I want to just come in really quick because this was my part of my response that I was going to have about Georgia not counting. The problem, Sean said, the problem with the thought that your state will be the difference between states that flip is the difference between states that flip and those that don't. We need to focus on every vote being cast to make a difference. I agree with that. But I'm not in the mind frame of pointing fingers and placing blame. I'm just like, next election, can we do something different?
You definitely need to, but
Let's just move
only
on.
a year and some months away.
I don't notice I had to beat nobody down by their vote. Next time, listen
There
to
it
new.
is.
Listen
That's
to
real.
new.
No.
See, no, because
that's
that's exactly what.
What?
No, okay.
No,
go ahead.
what?
Do you,
Second place.
should I do
that
mine?
was a sidebar to something else because he's talking about listen to news.
Second place.
So
So-
I just told to chose
That's,
to.
can you hear me now? You want
Yeah.
me or you or
No,
This
it's
is yours.
Oh, is it my
You're the
turn?
one that-
It's yours.
Oh, okay. So I just wanted to talk about. I'm probably gonna be focusing on climate change a lot, y'all. Like, I really want for people to realize that climate change is real and that we have to do something about it. Something that really disturbed me this week was that I saw a video, an hour-long video of one of the polar ice caps literally splitting and falling into the ocean. Like, in the last, I think, 100 years, we've had more ice melt in the last 10,000 years. I mean, it's really horrible what's going on right now in the world. And what people have to understand is that, like, this is raising ocean levels. Like, this is about to become a really big issue. And we really need to be conscious about what we're doing in our everyday life. So I really want to, like, encourage people to, like, think about your trash output. Like, that's one thing that you can think about. You know, if you can walk somewhere or take public transportation, do it. If your city has initiatives where they're voting on they're voting on issues on you know, whether or not to build public transit systems, vote yes on those issues. Even if it raises your taxes a little bit, think about the world, think about the greater good, and think about your carbon footprint. That's why. Can you hear me now? I'm out.
So
I can come out the second verse.
You
Come on,
can.
you're back.
Let's
So-
wrap it
Let's
up,
take this
yeah.
out.
We're going to wrap it up. We thank y'all for tuning in.
The
Kickback
Chronos of
TV, live from Atlanta. Thank everybody for doing their best tonight. I had 2 issues. I couldn't be at my best, but I appreciate y'all for
he
holding
wasn't
it
as
down.
loud tonight.
That was
I
kind of
got a
nice.
feeling you want me to be like this from now on.
I kind of do.
Wow. You are something else.
Good night and God bless y'all.
Oh no, we out.
Good night.
Shout out to
Everybody-
everybody. Go ahead.
I was going to share the video one more time
Yeah,
so people
press
can
share,
watch the
please.
show. And if you
Yes.
feel like it, you can watch it over with them. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Ooh, I have to go to the restroom.
I'm
y'all.
trying to get
Omari,
4,000
share my video.
views.
Oh,
We-
all
we-
my
we
friends
went
that I
head
met
to
at
head.
Rep Training, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so happy you guys tuned in and liked the show and commented and whatnot.
All right, guys, we had to go head to head with
I gotta
the
go.
NBA playoffs and the MTV Music Awards.
Indeed.
So I want to thank you guys for tuning in and
Yeah.
holding us down throughout that
Very
process.
real.
Any last words, Jimmy?
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the interaction tonight because it was really insightful. And I appreciate y'all comments. Huh? I can't.
YouTube!
On YouTube.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was gonna tell them guys.
yeah, you just needed to say it. I
Right.
didn't hear. I didn't.
Okay, like it's just YouTube.
I
Check us
couldn't
out on
read the
YouTube,
lips
y'all.
with the two.
Kickback TV. Yeah, like he's over there.
Just say it.
like what? Yeah, have a good week, y'all. That's all I got. Stop. Oh my gosh.
I'll tell y'all this is.
What?
Since they want to tell y'all, I'll tell y'all. Our YouTube channel is KickbackTV show. Live from Atlanta. You can watch all the shows archived there. Women are right. Yes, the music awards are on. Yes, they are. No, the movie awards are on MTV. But the Wizards are playing right now. You were here.
I want some food.
Somebody wants food.
I'm about to snack right now.
Y'all regular awkwardness is glorious. The miscommunications are phenomenal. Well, thank you, Sam. Glad you like it. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I better have at least 4,000 views to speak from y'all. Better have it. Share the video one more time. How is Melanie taking a shit and typing on the jump? You taking a shit and typing?
I'm not taking a shit.
You are.
Oh my God! Don't. What are you doing? Stop it! Oh my God! You're doing the most. No.
Shit, go in there. See, we know it's in there taking number 2.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Bloop bloop. Sam said bloop bloop bloop.
Oh.
All right, we out. KickbackTV live from Atlanta. Love you here.